Hi guys, I have a tiny little enhancement request for Affinity Photo. I use it more and more, but I'm missing some features really hardly. So, first one is quite trivial. If I push here the blend if layers, it's indicated by these square boxes here that something has changed in the layer style. And in Affinity Photo, if I do here any changes into the layer with the blend options, I think it's here. Yes, exactly. With the underlying compositing ranges, it's unfortunately not shown to the right side or wherever that I have changed something in the blend ranges. Maybe you can add an indicator symbol or something like that. That would be really, that would make detecting these layers much easier. And the one big thing I'm still really missing is in Photoshop. If I make, for example, a mask, then let's get an elliptic tool and bang, and let's cut it out. Remove the marching ends. I can activate the properties of the mask and I can feather the mask. So if I want to do the same in Affinity Photo, I have here my mask already prepared, and I go to Effects and I switch on the Gaussian blur and drag the radius here, or even with or without preserve alpha makes it even worse. I cannot non-destructively feather the mask, even if it's here, it's here. It's just not doing nothing, unfortunately. The only thing I can feather the mask is go to Filters. I get Gaussian blur, and this is destructive changing. I know I can attach just for showing, I can use a live filter layer, blur, Gaussian blur, and can attach it to the mask and blur it. But the problem is if I already have this mask applied to another layer. Just let me show it. I drag it now to the front lights. This effect is lost. Unfortunately, maybe I use it on the background. The effect is not lost, but it is merged together with the mask, and the live adjustment layer I applied to the mask is lost, and it's becoming a non-destructive. It's turning from non-destructive into a destructive thing. And in Photoshop, it's that easy. I just click on the mask, go to the properties of the mask, and I can change the feather or the blur of the mask, of the borders of the mask at any time. And last thing is if I select, for example, in Photoshop the mask, just let me invert it. I have here the marching ends, and with the Command H I can remove the marching ends, but the selection is still there. So if I take, for example, let's take, that's a big brush, let's take a brush, let's set it to 100%, blah blah blah, and let's paint now. you see, it's definitely only painting within the selection and nowhere else. The advantage of this is I have no disturbing marching ends, and I can press at any time Command H, and I have also my marching ends back. I could yet not figure out how I can remove that marching ends from... Look, my mask is back as soon as I drag it out. My live adjustment layer is back as soon as I drag it out. Yeah, but that's one step too complicated. Just make this Gaussian blur here effective on masks. Yes, what I want to say is I removed the Gaussian blur because I know that the live adjustment layer, because I do not longer need it. I press Command, click on the mask, I get my selection, press Shift Control I, and I have here the marching ends. And if I press now here Command H, the program is hidden and not the marching ends. Photoshop is asking you if you press it for the first time, because Command H is also an operating system function of macOS. And I could yet not figure out how I can make these marching ends disappearing, because on compositings this could be very distracting, and it would be nice if I could hide them without deselecting the mask at any time in Affinity Photo also, and bring it back if needed. So thanks for having me, and Happy New Year. Bye bye.